Hey guys, Dave the Bartender here with a update on what I've been working on for my Flames of War stuff. So this is a destroyed Panzer III objective marker, and I'm working on this for the Iron Cross painting competition at Flamescon, which is coming up this weekend in Auckland. So for Flamescon, I'm not entering in the big competitions tournaments because I haven't actually played any games of Flames of War. But they've got a beginners tournament, an open fire event, which I'll be taking my allies to and getting some games in and sort of seeing how the game works and everything else. So I'm really happy with how this model turned out. I used the 1937 to 44 paint set from AK Interactive, and then I've used their mud effects and plaster and things like that to do the base. So I'm going to be using this basing scheme on all my Flames of War Germans, and also I'm going to be using it on my Kings of War Revenants as well. So basically build it up in stages, firstly by applying some brown texture paste, and then mixing up a sort of a textured mud. You use a lighter colour for dry mud, so the dry mud was sort of placed in the sheltered areas of the tank and then in the raised areas of the base. And then once that's dried, I go through and add some fresh mud and dark mud to the recessed areas of the base where there's going to be moisture and stuff like that. And then finally I used a little bit of the Citadel water effects just to put some sort of glossy pools of water in a couple of places, both on the model where water would sort of stand, and also in around the sort of tank tracks and stuff like that. And then finally I've just thrown a little bit of static grass on there, so I've just used a sort of a light grey-green just to show some sort of quite sparse grass. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. It was a good fun experiment of scaling down large scale modelling techniques down to Flames of War scale. So you see that I've used some artist oil washes and stuff, especially in this area underneath the stowage. Use some black oils in there just to create that sort of really dynamic shading, and then I've also done the same thing in underneath the back. It just helps give a much greater shading effect, and then I've added some more mud and stuff like that in there. There's plenty of rust effects on this, and some pin washes and stuff like that. So this is the direction I'm looking to move a lot of my painting in, to start using more enamel products and more oil washes and things like that. So I'm going to be starting to use these sort of techniques on my pre-Heresy World Eaters as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to have plenty of photos and video shot at Flamescon over the weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Cheers!